This video is all about how you can buy an investment property with being just on a $50,000 income. So today I'm going to explain how it's still possible to do this right now in 2022. Now, for those of you that are watching, I bought my first investment property. My income was literally $26,000 per year. So I was on about $500 per week. I was working at Macca's. So yes, that was 11, 12, 13 years ago. But if I did it back then on 26K, then anyone today in 2022 can do it on 50K. Now, I've sat down with mortgage brokers that we work with, the team here at Deline Property and also Picker Financial Solutions. And essentially, we have many clients that we work with every single day of the week, month, etc. that, some of them are just getting started, some of them are early 20s, late teens, and they're on 50K incomes. But just some examples. We've had one client that was on about a 50K income. They were about 19 years old, roughly, still living at home at the time, but their borrowing capacity through the major banks, such as Commonwealth Bank, St. George, Westpac, all that kind of stuff, was about 250 to 300,000. So they actually did buy an investment property within the Brisbane market. I think they picked up about 300,000. They did a 5% deposit on that investment property. So out of a 300K purchase, the savings that they had at the time was about $40,000. So we sourced to secure them property for $300,000. They put down a 5% deposit. They, by memory, went with a lender called ANZ. So right now, ANZ, as of 2022, and we're going into October now of 2022, the ANZ Bank, one of their policies at the current moment is actually allows investors to do a 95% lend, and you can actually go up to 97% with putting the lender's mortgage insurance portion on top of the loan. So that client technically bought a property with doing a loan to value ratio of 97%. They put down 5% for the actual investment property. So out of $300,000, they put down 15 grand. Stamp duty on the 300K purchase was about 10 grand. And then another, 10 to 15 for miscellaneous expenses, stamp duty, legal fees, pest and building inspections, buyer's agency fees, etc. So they were basically into that property with about 40 grand in total. So they had about 5 grand remaining because they had about 45,000 to start off with. So that just goes to show you can do that. You can buy an investment property with being on a 50K income. I would highly recommend speaking with a very qualified mortgage broker. Now, it does come down to the individual circumstances about what you're currently paying in terms of expenses. If you have credit cards, if you're paying rent per week, how much are you paying? But I'd recommend that you speak to the team here and find out your borrowing capacity. Sit down with a qualified broker who helps people every day buy investment properties. But yes, today in 2022, you can definitely still buy an investment property if you're only on 50K income, and you can do it with as little as 25, 30,000 deposit. That particular scenario example that I shared, they basically bought a property for 300K, but just today we're working on a couple of properties around Brisbane within 20, 25 minutes, and they were picking up for about $220,000. So in that scenario, you get in with even less. So you can get started with as little as about 30 to 35K and an income of about $50,000 per year. Hope this helps. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.